The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked drawer slides. The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked drawer slides. You're trying hard, but the data here is unbelievably dry. Something about containers. The drawer slides shut. The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked drawer. The drawer slides.
So, how'd you like our house?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right, you talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm saying... A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Of course, I got you. You don't know anything. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Polar weasel? Oh, I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure he's actually Ox. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the Whirling in Rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep our...
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that... None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am.
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth who he is and what they're fighting for. This is interesting.
We're negotiating our share. Aye. This stuff, they already covered. Never grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece. All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take...
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page. Communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people.
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've made it. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent bit. I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relatives.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish. Okay, he's reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most...
Not you would like to say. But then there's that weasel door. This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value, even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. Just the way the world works, boyadero. Sure, I've had the necessary free time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, it all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower, that of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your no. No, the man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could effort.
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless your dead guy was an enemy combatant. He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable effort. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He's not lying about not doing it himself.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. What a thought! Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. I ain't the murdering type.
He's not lying.
Understood.
No problem. I would.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Bruder. Evening falls. The time has come to take the vow. The vows are blood and flesh. Lower intestine. The term is metabolic fascism, Bruder. Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut? Yes, them, but also women, men of war. You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth. Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you've said them many times. Okay, yes, let's call it that. That sounds much better. Traditionalism. You like the sound of that. You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota. There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestines. It is one of betrayal.
The unpromising race pupil. So it was. My unpromising race pupil entered the harbor and used my superior to...
You're so noble, Maj.
There's a but.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something? Cool. I like men with guns and...
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Evrod's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for...
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. The man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today, and what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
Right to work! Right...
Is...
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to... Oh man, that's great. Look at that, god damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not my...
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind? What? But I told you she's my friend. Please don't make me give her up, detective. Get someone else. There's a ton of drivers here. Thank you, friend.
Everything's still good. You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those.
You see two lowly,
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer.
a pair of found
Those sneakers, mister.
only. That's maddening. Found ultra. We're the future. You remember these once respectable
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here. These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage.
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk. Well, if you want, but see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too,
Damn. So you have to buy the sneakers first.
the shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Son, you've really let yourself go. It's a disgrace. But Coach Physical Instrument is going to get you back in prime condition. It's going to take blood, sweat, piss, and tears. But when I'm done, behold, world, here walks a sportsman, hands choked and hair kept back with a bandana.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you? Ah, yes! King Phillips is
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine snort.
a superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule. Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood. Revachol would be a different place if more people realized that.
Don't get started on that again. What happened?
The carabiner doesn't reply, but no one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come, still in.
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility where... That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine. For clarity of vision. To aid in their work. Regnum
Of course. Clarity of vision.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court made him administer the dose to his mother when she was in labor.
Higher realms. Of course. He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
Please, officer, don't encourage him. Do spare us the cocaine fairy tales.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to investigate the drug trade of centuries past.
Right. Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
She is nobody. This is none of your concern.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday. It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's
No one has been guarding the container yard since...
Yes. It's not actually an issue.
Look, officer, the container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any...
Evrard created this job for René because
He knows the Royal Carabiners' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now? Yes, it's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her? I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
All you observe is a veteran refusing.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabiniers in service.
Don't you mean Frisk?
You do not speak his name, Craven.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
I have really outdone myself.
Yes, that's what you need.
René. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day? Oh, sweet Jenny. She was the finest woman.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston.
His tone lacks its usual intensity, like he doesn't feel he has the right to speak on the matter.
We knew her, all right. Lived on the same street our entire... She was René's first girl, back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather...
And then you stole her from me.
Oh, officer. It already got ugly nearly 80 years ago when the three of us were...
You stole her from me.
Well, technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you...
We were just boys then. This was different. No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th and the first time.
She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. René and I were both by her bedside when she...
Died. No use sugarcoating it.
Departed. Until the very end she couldn't decide between us. The most indecisive woman I've ever... She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast? She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married. Heck, technically, we're both still engaged to her.
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. So Justa with your fan...
He suddenly remembers you are still there. Falls silent.
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left. Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. No, officers, I'm sorry. And
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the gauche caviar in the Union. Someone must not...
He means caviar social.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my...
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
I'm not.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone impotent in the Union. Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his... There he stands, proud, rigid.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties. help with little things. Oh, yes. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card. But Evrard...
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big... He doesn't know anything. Because...
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Vezav. I hate this socialist rabble. But even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the...
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he... Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just as...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple.
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer. I believe everyone has the right to...
Mon Dieu.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. Oh, the goal is to throw you... That's the cochonnet. Well, first then, the players aim to throw their bulls at... I could, but I'd rather not. I don't want to... You'll put that knowledge to good use in 20... I mean...
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now? Hurry up then.
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food.
The only one you have.
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. Fuck off! It's mine! Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a...
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws.
a man so principled about his sandwich calls for a principled approach. Time to get political. Too late. Daddy's already fighting the bad fight. Make it stick. Say one of these fascist or Whoa! Easy there, Goldmouth. He doesn't have to say anything. Re-engage cop.
All right. Let's hear them, officer.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right? Cracked it. All in a good day's work. What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is. Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class. Didn't she repeatedly tell you her husband isn't, but he is missing? You heard her, the worry in her voice. There's no need for champagne when there's honor, recruit. Go and tell the working class woman.
God damn it, I already told you. My husband isn't missing. And I specifically added that I didn't need... Very well then. Where is he? Excuse me?
There's something else hiding in her voice though. A trace of worry.
Right, 'cause working class women come with alcoholic husbands.
Remember, about that what? Never ever say what.
You were right. I do have an alcoholic husband. Although not that one. No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. He's probably in the park, or I haven't seen him for... Well,
There. She's worried now. She sighs, but you can detect.
All right, go ahead. Do you have any questions? Honestly, not that different from you. That's one way to put it, yes. No offense. I'd also... What else? He was wearing a dark brown leather jacket with a bright blue inner lining. The lining is hand-sewn. It's his cool jacket. God knows it's too cold to run around in this, but he refuses to... I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Can you believe it? Well, what can you do? I hope that at least that extra lining helps him keep...
She's thinking about him out in the cold, in some park, or on the coast.
Yesterday morning, he went to the library. He went to retrieve my book, and he promised, because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again. I don't know what...
Gone for around 36 hours then. Damn, this is a missing persons case. She turns away from you in an attempt to recover.
So you are going to look for him? Thank you. Please do. Even though I'm sure he will return home by...
She tries to maintain a brave front.
I'm sure he will too. When he does, would you let Precinct 57, Kim Kitsuragi, know?
I will. Of course, officer. As I said, it's probably nothing.
Her hands move over the book covers.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you...
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great...
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Wonderful. The store is open.
An old call box. East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial pier. Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and... Alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
It's you. My gosh, I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait, is she...
Michelle, just... Why did you even call?
Is this some kind of joke? The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing.
Ever since I came to work, as if my mind's been wiped clean. It's so nice.
And then it hits you. She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs, real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this. Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is... A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by. No one replies, but the static grows stronger, like rainfall. Then, a female voice speaks. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch.
So, It was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve. I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together...
That is true.